Yo, it's the shakedown. Break it, take it, make it loud. Gritty like the city where the Giants draw the crowd. Chopped up vocals, beats that pound. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around. Hardest show around. Black and ready round. Yo, it's the shakedown. Hardest show around.
Yeah. What's going on, Big Blue Nation? Sports fans all around the world. You are now tuned into one of the most dangerous shows on this YouTube. That's right. We back again. Shakedown, baby. The show for the fans by the fans. I am your humble brother, back Friday, and I got my family with me, man. I got Ghost Dog with me, and I got LLRP, the mighty LRP. Round of applause to the family. Round of applause.
Yeah.
How we doing, family? How we doing, man? The first game is in the books. The New York Football Giants versus the Minnesota Vikings. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. How
Yes,
we
sir.
feeling, though? How we feeling, man? The first game in the books, baby.
Ah,
A little
I'm-
up and down, man. A little up and down. But go ahead, LRP. My bad for cutting you off.
Nah. You good, man. You good. Shout out to the people, man. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe. Appreciate y'all tuning in post show. You know what I mean? Talk about the game. But from what I get, I'm good. I'm good. I'm not high. I'm not low. I'm good. I can't wait to actually watch it to digest everything that I've kind of picked up and skimmed through. Shout out to all the giant content creators out there. But yeah, man, I'm good. I'm glad that we got out of there healthy, as I understand it, which is fantastic. So we'll break down the ins and outs and all that, but I'm good. Happy to be here.
Yes, sir. Ghost Dog.
Man, first and foremost, man, shout out to Mosley. I know that's Mosley out there in the chat, man. Peace to
Mosley.
the tribe. Mosley,
Peace.
Rings game. Yeah, man, just up and down. For the most part, I was listening, caught a couple clips here and there, man. Just, I don't know. I guess it's a situation where maybe I do need to temper my expectations a little bit, at least until the preseason. Because for some reason, I don't know, man. I just didn't think we were going to have as many penalties as we did, bro. And it's just something that, as Giants fans, we know all too well how many times we've had games where things just be close. And for some reason or the next, some bullshit ass call gets called on us. So, but we're going to get into it, man. For the most part, I guess I'm okay. I'm good. Like I still hardball we trust for the most part.
Yeah.
He said
Most
for the
definitely.
most part.
Most definitely. I mean, in the exhibition game,
Right.
what you're gonna do, but evaluate the players.
Because I really love what I love. Don't get me wrong. But when I'm talking about I hated what I hated, man, did I hate what I hated, bro. Oof, I hate that shit. But yeah, go ahead, Freeze. My bad.
Yeah, man. So you know what we do when we outside, man. We slide.
We slide.
Yeah, so the New York Football Giants at home at MetLife versus the Minnesota Vikings fell 13-10. But the storyline was more, the passion and efficiencies and the turnovers and some of the offensive line massive liabilities out there, which, contributed mostly to the quarterback, if you ask me. The Giants totaled 201 yards, netted 131 passing yards. Minnesota, 207 yards. They were running all over the field on the second team, got 105 yards. Based off of what you saw or read, what were the situations that came across your desk, Ghost, when it came to the inefficiencies in the pass game and the penalties, baby?
First of all, let's talk about this run defense. I mean, from the first opening series on the Vikings offense, I just a clean 10, 12-yard sprint on the outside perimeter. So it's like hashtag stop the run, man. It's something we've been talking about over here at the Shakedown for eons now, since the dawn of time, as far as I'm concerned. So, and I get it, this is, pretty much you were dressed up, whatever the case is, like interview and what have you. But still, man, I don't want to see it, man. And then the penalties, the holds, the situations with the Deontay Banks holding, you know what I mean? Like, we got to clean that up, man, especially because you out there, you started in the CB2 position, like, you know what I mean? Like, we got to clean all that stuff up, bro. It's just pretty much up out of here. And it's not even just you up out of here. We lacking in cornerback depth as it is.
Yeah.
Excuse me. So it's just, and then the situation with the third string quarterback, man, like what? No BS. The moment he threw that second pick, if I was John Harbaugh, I would have just threw Jameis Winston back in because I can't. Because Cambry was out there, or somebody, right? You know what I mean? And that's another situation. Odell was open on a couple like situations. Nobody was looking his way. You know what I mean? So it's like, look, I like New Jack City, what he did with Malachi Fields. I like the backyard, the raw talent, the physicality to be able to make plays in situations like that. But we need to just clean it up, man. Just need to just make it real clean, especially like you said, as you aforementioned, that offensive line, man. I'm like over here thinking to myself, like, okay, what's going on here, man? And why you got Josh Azudu at the right tackle spot? Like that made no
I don't know
sense
why
to
they
me.
believe he's a tackle in general. I just
Right.
don't understand it. I don't know. But you know, he was supposed to be one of those shorter arm tackles as well. So I guess, you know, you got to try it out and see, you know, what the kids have. But yeah, LRP, talk to me, baby.
Man, I tell you, so this is partly my fault. So you see the trailer of the movie, constantly watch the trailer of the movie, can't wait for the movie to come out. And during that time, you done built up an expectation in your own mind, and you manifest that shit constantly. And that shit's gonna happen. And then as the day approaches, you like, yeah, it's gonna happen. Can't wait. We're gonna dominate. We're gonna run all over these people. They done went to West Virginia, they done bonded, they done did all these things. And you get to game day and it's not that. You know, that doesn't mean that it's a failure, that the day is a failure. Doesn't mean anybody jump off the bridge. It's just not what you thought it was going to be. And you wish it would, or it had been. You see a lot of these other teams on the first day, they look very clean, very crisp, precise in decision making. Everything just looked like the operation looked a lot better with the other teams. And you see your team and it's not that. Lele whiffed on some major blocks. You know, so some things broke down. Did you see some highs and some good points? Some, you know, moments where it was nice, especially touchdown to Malachi Fields. Yes, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. And we didn't dominate, but hopefully we do that in the second game. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it. You know.
Yeah, man. So as far as the penalties, both teams had 7 penalties. The Vikings had 49 yards worth, and we had 45. But it just seems like ours, you know, came on, you know, critical situations, third downs, and when we're trying to get them off of the field, you know, stuff we used to.
Exactly. I was just about to say, like, oh shit, here we go again. That's all I thought about, man.
So we did have a sighting. Yo, my bad.
Chat activity real quick. Now you good. Benny Shoma, and we got Ghost Mom in the building.
Ghost
you know
Mama.
Hey, Ghost.
What's going on, Ghost Mama?
Dan Smith, he said, "Bring the heat, bring the fire."
Yeah.
He said, "I'm with you, LRP. I agree, and make sure you're doing exactly what Double Despo out there telling what y'all need to do in the chat."
Word.
Yeah.
Shout out to Ace.
But
Shout out
my
Ace
bad,
from the
Freeze,
building.
cutting you off. But you were saying,
Now, all good, family. All good, man. We had a sighting of LRP's son. Cam Scatterbo came out there for a little bit of activity, man. 4 carries, 19 yards. Let's take a look here, you know, and please understand that everything is pretty fresh here. So, you know, YouTube is going to YouTube. So, you know, we'll see what happens there. But let's run some footage here. See if we got Cam in here. Let's see. No, Cam here somewhere, isn't it?
Son right there, boy. Came out there, had to bang a few heads real quick. Pause. You know what I'm saying? Let y'all know I'm here. I'm back.
I didn't think they was gonna play him for LRP. I was like, they really put him out there?
Hell
They really got that. I was like, yo.
Dude, he been back flipping for months. He ready?
Yep.
Right.
He been back for months. Here we go. Camp Scatterbo.
Flick when it comes to read the defense, takes it outside, and then turns up the field. And I think when teams play the Giants last year, I just went, why are they drafting a guy for 3rd and 4th and 1? And then you see
Good out there, man. Shout out to NFL Performances for clipping that up. Yeah, man. Looking good out there with the vertical lateral agility. You know what I mean? He, basically out there looking like Scat to me. I ain't seen no difference. I ain't seen no lag. They, only gave him 4 carries, but had 4.8 in the clip. So LRP, tell me how you feel about your son, man.
I'm ecstatic.
Looking like he back to go.
Absolutely, I'm ecstatic, man. That punk ass tackle that happened last year, that was the only reason. That's what they had to do to stop him. They had to do. It was like Braun was so upset for what he did to that boy the week before, or a couple of weeks before. He said he ain't doing that shit to me again, and that's what he did. That punk ass shit. But he back, and he's ready to ram all over y'all.
That's what they had to do. They had to get the weakness.
You know what I'm saying? Bam, bam, Cam coming at you, head button, and all that. Ready to run your ass over. But nah, man, I'm joking. But it's a bright spot for him to be back on the field. Both of them, him and Neighbors, they were both kind of in the same boat, working back from horrendous injuries, and to be back there with that confidence, ready to rock, and can't do nothing but salute him, man. So that was one of the bright spots of this game. Yes, absolutely.
Yes, sir. Ghost, talk to me, family.
It's great, man. Finally, and we was just talking about it, man. I was surprised. When they said that, I was listening in. And they said they had him out there with his full gear ready to go. I was like, wow, let's see what's up. And then, as he's doing the plays and I'm hearing him, I'm like, oh, there go chunk yardage. There you go, Cam. There you go. I hear it. And I saw the clips and I was like, yo, bam, shout out to your son, LRP, but he just got great vision, bro. He just does, man.
And contact balance, man.
That too, but he's patient with the blocks too, fam. Like, it might seem like he's not, but he's paying attention. Like, everything's happening in real time, and he's trying to make the best decision to try to get the most chunk yardage, whether that's picking the right hole to go through or bashing somebody's face mask into.
I'm trying to tell you, bro. It'd be like what Drago said when he sat down in
if he dies
in the corner.
He does.
Not that one when he was fighting Rocky, and it was like round 11. These motherfuckers said he's like a piece of iron. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? I didn't hear this dude like 800 times.
Right, man. So 4 carries, 19 yards, 4.8 yards per. Man, we can just tweak it up a little bit to 5.2, 5.5 for the season. We gonna be all right. We gonna be
but see, now that's talking about the one running back room. That's gonna include your son, in which he's gonna have to share the snaps with, and also, just to talk about today's game, Eric Gray led all backs with 8 carries, 20 yards, 2.5 yards per average in the clip.
Really?
Because at that point in time, we just didn't want to throw the ball. You know what was going on the quarterback. We're gonna talk about that. It was terrible. And we got the brother with us, Eda Chosen One from the Bronx.
Eda Chosen.
Yes, sir. We got Eda Chosen One from the Bronx. What's going on, brother? What's going on?
What's good?
What's happening, family?
What's good?
What's happening, baby?
Ain't nothing, man. It's good to see my brothers, man. A boots on the ground day accomplished. Got a couple of subscribers, you know what I mean, for the show as well. But I want to make sure I jumped in on the right situation. Part of my lateness, but please accept my greatness. Today was a good day. You guys continue on. Anything you want to know, I'll give you the details. And like and subscribe to the tribe, because we're going to get into some things that we saw today out there. All right? So I'm here.
Yes, sir. Right now, we're talking about the running backs. Earlier we were talking about the inconsistencies in the pass protection and all of the penalties and things of that nature. So pretty much, we saw Turbo Miller out there, 5 carries, 14 yards, 2.5. Damone Bankston, he had about 3 carries, 6 yards. Tyrone Tracy, short view, especially after some blown coverage there we'll talk about later. 2 carries for 5 yards. Devin Singletary didn't carry much, but he had a nice, I believe that was a screenplay. Was it a screen? I'm not sure.
Yeah, it was a screen.
Yeah, it was a screen.
Okay. Yep. But he had 3 carries off of 3 yards. But talk to me, man, about the run game, man, and everything you saw from the running backs and how they were being blocked, man. How we blocking it up.
First of all, we're gonna always give respect to the Brian Flores defense because that's exactly what they played against today. So I don't know what people was expecting when they thought we were going against the Minnesota Vikings in preseason, as if Brian Flores hasn't been one of the top defenses in the NFL for the last 3 years. And I remember opening day going to his house and them tearing us apart defensively. That was after the debacle that when they received a text message and he received one and it was saying congratulations on the job, but it was the wrong Brian. And we definitely got the wrong Brian too. But
Yep.
And he never let that go because he was looked over for a job that he passionately wanted. So in his mind, beating the New York Giants is a thing. He circles that game on his calendar. And he was well prepared today. Even in the preseason, he was well prepared today, and he played a hell of a defensive game, right? But the thing about it was the offensive line is just getting a chance to gel. Remember, there was no Andrew Thomas today. Jermaine Illuminor was very limited on his snaps. I don't think there was Mago wasn't there with the first team. If I'm not mistaken, I didn't see him.
He was in there.
Yeah. But JC Davis, there's some things going on, and we're going to discuss that a little bit later on. And seeing it live, and direct in the speed of the game.
Let me put himself on mute.
Got some chat activity, man, real quick.
Yes, sir.
Shout out, Coach, man. Peace and
Coach
blessings,
Ed.
Coach.
Yo, shout out to Coach Head, man. Hold on, let me hit the round of applause for Coach Head, man.
Yeah, for real, man.
Round of applause for Coach Head. Shout out to Coach Head out there in the building. Hard working man.
Yes, sir. And Greg Hall out there said a lot of work to do, fellas.
A lot of work to do, man. A lot of work to do.
I agree. I agree.
A lot of work to do. Yeah. So once Edie Chosen One gets his situation back, we'll continue talking on with that fella. But anything else y'all saw within the running game, man, that we need to
I was here. I just didn't want to. I was here. I just didn't want to interrupt that activity, and how we do. We like to interact with the people. It's definitely work, right? And that's called camaraderie. Not having the best left tackle in the game, in our opinion, arguably wasn't there today, and it was a lot of vanilla offensive scheme. It wasn't something that you're just running the play from the playbooks. You're seeing what works, you're seeing what doesn't work, you're ad-libbing a lot. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of that was what it was. It was a lot of ad-libbing, So the offense is going to be okay. The thing that I like the most is to see our young phenom, right? If that's what we want to call him, go through what he went through, which your son was definitely a liability on that play, but we're going to talk about that later, right? And he came right back after that, off a broken play, and threw a touchdown to our young receiver as a rookie, which shows great chemistry, great trust already, and a good offensive possession. Right?
Yep. So you might as well just...
the run game will not look like how it looks today. I can guarantee you guys that.
Yes, sir. You might as well segue right into that, man, as far as how, Tracy's non-play kind of extended from a particular play. But either way, we're going to talk right now about the quarterback room. Jaxson Dart, 3 for 4, man. Had everybody hot. Ford Chambers, jumped a little bit. Or we saw the young man, laying there motionless on the ground. But through one tutty, And the play of the day that shocked the people them, kind of, I don't know, man. I'm going to say, from what I saw, it looked like, Tyrone Tracy just blew an assignment.
Slacking. Young man out of pocket right now. He about to go to bed
It
with
looked
no food.
The first time I saw it, I heard about it. I'm like, oh, man, Dart's not calling his protections. And then when I saw it, I was like, no. He thought he was protected, but somebody just didn't do their job. But let's take a look at it here. The young Jaxson Dart.
2 yardage, 2nd and 10. They bring pressure, and Dart gets blasted.
Can you lay the murder game down one more time?
2 yardage, 2nd and 10. They bring pressure, and Dart gets blasted.
What was that? Why was he even on the ground?
It looked like he was running out for a route and then realized,
realized the
shit,
blitz was
that's my
coming.
man.
Right. Yep.
That's what
I
it
thought the
kinda
blocker put him on his knees. I mean, Paul and all that. Bro, man, I mean, I hate saying that shit, man. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking. We're talking about football. You
Right.
know what I mean? But I thought the
Right.
blocker did that.
Yeah, because I'm like, why even bother at that point? Like, you just missed.
Tried to put his
thrown
hands on
tackle,
his chest, and he was
man.
like, "Get your goddamn hands off
Thrown
of me!"
block, that's
And ran right
crazy.
past him. That's what happened.
Let's play
Are we
one more
going to talk
time.
about what it was?
Yeah,
Or we gonna
let's play
try?
one more time. Let's take just, but take
Yeah,
a
just-
look
yeah,
at it. Take a look
take
at
a
the
look at
running back. Look at
It's
him.
murder.
2 yardage, 2nd and 10. They bring pressure, and Dart gets blasted.
Oh yeah, nah, he laid
Reaching
hold on.
backwards. He was reaching backwards.
He was
LL, because
always on the ground.
Right.
He
So,
was into
so
a
listen,
route and then he
listen to
reached
what, right.
backwards.
What he did was he thought it was for a route for him to go into the flat, right? And be a hot read and leak out when he didn't understand that he was supposed to stay back there for protection on a 7-step drop. Play it one more time, Freezy. Please look at the steps that Dart takes before he gets hit.
2 yardage, 2nd and 10. They bring pressure, and Dart gets blasted.
Come on, bro. That
He only took
that
like two steps at most.
2 steps, bro, the most. 2 steps the most, and it was on. When your quarterback takes 2 steps in a drop like that, you're done. You missed your assignment. Bottom line.
No, you're not lying.
Yeah, man. So there's that.
Damn, Ghost.
But,
we need to
I
talk
know,
about the
man.
kids. What's up with your
No,
kid?
bro. I'm bugging, man.
You
And it's
need
crazy,
to increase
too,
the
that you
medicine
know,
ball
like-
drill.
You know what I mean? With the blocking, bro. You should know better. We come from a blocking family, bro. That's what we do here. Protection. You know what I mean? Like, we don't do that over here, bro. It's crazy.
Well, I don't think that was his thing coming out. It wasn't his thing.
Nah,
He
it
was still
wasn't.
even learning how to play the position of running back. I think everybody is saying Cam Scatterbo is the best protector. I think it's Motor. I think you should have had
Right.
Motor on that play.
The veteran.
Mhm.
Right.
You know what I mean? Should have had Motor on that play, and that boy would have, he definitely lived to, play another day, but he just would have saved face more. You know what I mean? But basically, I'm just gonna say, that I'm pretty sure they're gonna get at him, in the room for that tape right there. They're about to
Mhm.
get at him.
Hell
for that.
yeah. I think Coach even says something about it, like after in the press or whatever, like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I believe I have that too. Coach was talking about
Yeah.
we have to block better. Let's take a look at that real quick.
My feelings in that moment was we need to block better. That's what my feeling was.
That's it. Straight to the point.
straight to the
Straight
point.
straight to the rack.
Straight
Right.
to it.
That's what we call
Straight
going
to
to
it.
the Baja. Back in the day.
That clip. Yeah,
Mhm.
straight to the point.
Yeah, we went to
Talking
the
about
Baja.
coaches, man. Shout out to Coach again. He in the chat dropping gems. My coaching perspective is I'm not stressing as many others are. I just want to see the coaching of talent and prepping for game one. There's some good things to build off of, and the bad can be fixed. I agree, Coach. And he
Yeah.
also said Tracy was supposed to check blitz before releasing.
There you go.
He didn't think the defender was coming and ultimately gave up inside straight line to the quarterback. That's what it was, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Coach.
And real quick, Ace said the same thing. Tracy doesn't make
I
that
agree.
mistake twice.
I agree, Mosey. Because look, he fumbled in his rookie year. He hasn't fumbled since. So I expect him to clean it up. It's just you hate to see it though, especially the situation with the tent, the Jaxson Dart situation, and relationship with that. It's just come on, man. We got to be careful with this situation right here with the quarterback.
Yeah,
And
man.
if I could say real quick,
Yeah, go ahead, brother.
just to piggyback off of that, the fans, relax, please. I mean, I know y'all not, but if you're going to get so rah-rah in a losing effort, where are y'all in the stands? And either chose, I don't want to start a whole nother conversation, but I just want to get this 2 cents out. Fans get on my daggone nerves. Your sedity asses are sitting in the chairs. It's empty as fuck in there. Nobody want to cheer. Nobody want to make noise. Nobody want to put nothing on their face. I mean, where's the rowdy ass fans, man? Can we have some rowdy ass fans?
Yo,
Some savages as fans.
Yeah, I was about to say, he chose to talk to her. He was right there.
Let me tell you. Let me tell you, right? Even though it was a little empty because it's midsummer and the Vikings is not an opponent nobody really cared about like that, but it was a lot of people in there. The Blue Ocean was definitely in the building. You know what's crazy, right? The loudest and absolute moment of today is when OBJ touched the field. It felt like a playoff game in there. Soon as they checked him in, bro, because they announced him. They announced him coming into the game. Now, when do you announce a wide receiver coming into the game? You never do. You never announce a wide receiver coming into the game off the sidelines. They was like, check it in. OBJ. Like the whole shit went crazy today, bro, off this dude. And all he did was line up, and he looked phenomenal. We'll get into that later, but he looks phenomenal.
As they should. Pay some homage.
But you're right, LRP. The Giants fans, I don't know what it is these days, bro, but I don't come from that type of football. I don't come from that era. I don't come from that type of identity, and I don't come from that type of passive doing nothing while you sitting down paying hundreds of dollars for a ticket. I come from the era of going crazy. Giant Stadium used to rock so serious that we would play calls couldn't even go in. Y'all remember them days when we would stifle offenses and it would be false starts or whatever the case may be, or the clock will run out because the fans are so loud that they can't pay attention and it got the quarterback rattled. Them days is over in MetLife, man. And it ain't because of the way MetLife is built. It's because of the way Giants fans act. Shout outs to LRP.
Yeah. Well, young Jaxson Dart did get clobbered and wound up in the blue tent, in which LRP is talking about everybody going with the blue tent situation.
He just couldn't breathe.
Yeah, he knocked the wind out of him. I'm pretty sure.
Knocked the wind out of him. That was it.
Pretty sure of it. Blind side, good thing that the young man was okay. But he did come back. And when young Jaxson Dart came back, he did what young Jaxson Dart does, man. He scrambled, brought the team up the field, scrambled, and made a play, man. Let's take a look at it.
Dart with time. Now darts to the outside. Fires it into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Malachi Fields. That's why they drafted the rookie out of Notre Dame.
Yeah.
Ice.
Another bright spot.
But do me a favor, run that one more time.
Yeah, we got
LRP. Listen to the crowd. Listen to the crowd.
Dart comes back in, and on a 2nd and 12, throws it up to the rookie Malachi Fields. Dart with time. Now darts to the outside. Fires it into the end zone. Touchdown, Giants. Malachi.
Hear that?
Yeah, it was in there.
So imagine that roar for about 30 to 40 seconds when OBJ checked into the game.
No, they can get loud when they want to.
Yeah, when they want to, but that's whack. Why when you want to? Get loud when you need to.
That's what I said.
And they needed to for young Malachi Fields, who came out there and put on the show, man. From what I read and little clips I saw, young man had 3 targets, 3 catches. You see that? No droppies, no dropsies. All right. 34 yards and a tutty and a tackle on special teams. Who earning it? Who won it? That young man right there in the picture, Malachi Fields. Talk to me, email. Talk to me about the children, man. Talk to me about the young one.
You already know how I feel. You know how I feel about. How I feel about my young one.
Let's go.
Daddy loves you. You know what I'm saying? And I let him know that during play. I let him know I love him. And keep doing what you're doing. Keep building. Keep understanding that all you got to do is keep working at it. Keep staying hungry. You earn nothing. This is preseason. Although you got that cheer, you want those in the regular season, and you will become exactly who you need to be if you do what you need to do every single day. One day at a time, young sir, 1% a day. And to see him active on special teams and with the starting quarterback of the New York Football Giants, and him being a rookie, right? But having that chemistry in the end zone, but most of all, that trust. You understand me? You got to have trust to ad-lib on a play like that as a quarterback, and trust the guy that you throw it to that he's going to win. And he trusted him right there, man. And that's all you can ask for. And like I told you guys, he is our new Plaxico Nix, right? Malachi Burris. I'm trying to tell y'all. He's the new one. And he showed it to you on that play today. That was Plaxico, Hakeem Nix-ish type of shit right there. And when's the last time y'all saw that?
He did that for Jameis when he caught that one coming over the middle. He threw him a low, and he caught that one damn near off the ground.
Yeah. When is the last time y'all saw that type of play where we trusted a guy to win one-on-one whenever the ball was thrown to him? He's his teammate now as a veteran, number 13. Enough said.
Yes, sir. LRP.
The real 13, not the WNBA. The real 13.
Man. Oh, Jalen. Talk to me, LRP. How you feeling about young Malachi Fields? Malachi?
Absolutely. I mean, I called him Baby Plex as well when we drafted him. And he's showing up and fighting for it, wanting the position. So I'm not mad at it. I was happy for him, happy for Dart for coming back in and proving to everybody that I'm cool. I can do this shit. It was a very good pass. It was layered. High pointed the ball, brought it down, got 2 toes in, tap, tap, boom, case closed. The kid is going to be a star. I think he's going to lament and cement himself into this team. It's going to be awesome. So keep it up. Get him over the head next week with Miami.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Because we got a joint practice coming up. Ghost, talk to me, man. How you feeling about young Malachi?
Man, he's everything I had hoped for and then some. I was clamoring for years that we needed some big bodies in here, pause. Years. For reasons like this. The snatch, he's right off of the top of the helmet, fam. Come on. What more do you want in a backyard red zone situation like that? A la Hakeem Nix, a la Plaxico Burris. And I even go as far as to say Amani Toomer, because remember, Amani Toomer wasn't a small dude neither. And he had great hands as well. So we finally got somebody like that back in the building. Thank you, Jesus.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And I expect, hey, real quick, man, just for the sake of the topic of the conversation, do you think, and maybe I'm kind of reaching out the window a little bit here, but do you think if, knock on wood, situations happen where Malik Neighbors, for one reason or the next isn't available for a game, not that he's going to get hurt, because I don't want to speak that into existence. Let's get that out there, right? Do you think Malachi Fields could step into that numero uno role?
Nope. And I'm not saying that you are wrong that he can't step into that number one, and he cannot do it. It's only one reason, Ghost. And watch this. You're going to understand what I'm about to say. The only reason Malachi cannot step into the number one, not that he can't, but we got a guy here named Isaiah Likely. And he showed why he's the number 2 wide receiver today.
And he was making plays. Yes, he was.
Okay, so that's the only reason, Ghost. I'm not against you, my brother. I'm just with you saying that's the reason why he won't be.
I'm not
You know what I'm
saying he
saying?
has to be the number one, Greg. I'm just, for the sake of conversations, because a lot of people saying that our wide receiver room is weak outside of Malik Neighbors. I beg to differ.
That's because
I beg your damn pardon.
Yeah, I'm about to say that's because I
You
don't
know.
know nothing.
Right. But my bad, Freeze. I had to get a little crazy there.
No.
The devil is a liar. You understand what I'm saying, Ghost? The devil's a liar.
Yeah, that's Mina Kimes that said that. She don't know nothing about the Giants.
Wasn't that was Demon HQ, right?
Steven.
Probably him too. Shit. Don't know people over there don't know shit about the Giants. Maybe Peter Schrager, maybe, because he is actually a fan.
Nah, Peter
No, it
Schrager's
was
a
the
fan.
female, wasn't it? Wasn't it the Asian bro?
Mina Kime, yeah, she
just
said
said it,
she had a couple commentary.
Yeah, who is she?
Yeah, don't feed into that. That wide receiver room is fine.
Right. Today, the receiver room, and I'll say this to you guys: the wide receiver room didn't get a chance to perform because we have a quarterback by the name of Braden Allen. We'll get to him.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, he probably on the list too. We're just talking about that. They got to do something for third and fourth quarter, bro. They got to do something. You won't be able to evaluate the team in the latter parts of your roster if you don't fix who's going to come in at quarterback, bro, especially on offense. That's unfair. They got to fix
unfair. That. They do. And it was unfair to Jameis, man. But shout out to Jameis Winston, man, who went 8 for 9, 89 yards. Eddie Chosen, how you look out there for real, man?
Yo, bro, he looked like crab legs. The moment he walked into the game, I screamed out because he was right in front of me, not too far, on like the 12 or 14-yard line, going up the other way. I yelled out, "Crab legs, let's go." The whole stadium started laughing that was next to me because they understood what I meant when I said that reference. And he did exactly what Jameis Winston does. Jameis Winston thinks he's going to throw the ball. It doesn't matter who team he plays for. Everybody knows that. And the play calling is absolutely different when this dude is in the game. The play calls for Jaxson Dart are nowhere near the same play calls for Jameis Winston. Bigger arm, bigger body, sees over the defense, quick release still got a cannon on him. You know what I'm saying? But didn't have to use it today because of the fact that he completed 8 or 9 within the system that he was in. He ran the system. When you 8 or 9 of a quarterback, those ain't dump offs. You understand what I'm saying? So he did what he had to do, man.
Yeah, the 9.9 YPA, man, yards per average. So yeah, of course. Jameis is Jameis to me, man. I think on any team, Jameis is going to be Jameis. That's what I love about him. Yeah. But I just want to see if if he still look comfortable out there like he usually do. I'll definitely see it on the TV copy again. But yeah, talk to me, LRP, man. How you feeling about Jameis, man? Praise the Lord for Jameis. Just imagine if we didn't have Jameis.
Yeah, I know, right? He's the glue, right? Earlier
Lord.
shows on the Shakedown Shenanigans, I was talking about Jameis, especially after the whole podium situation. He's the glue. The guy that's going to bring everybody together. Cooler head, prevail type brother. So yeah, man, I'm ecstatic that he performed that way. Like I said, I got to completely digest the game when they air it. Don't get me started. These sports broadcasting monopoly bullshit that they got going on in this day and age. You got glasses that you can record. You can talk to a whole person like a CIA dude and get the whole footage, but you can't watch a daggone game in Texas that's playing in New York. I don't understand it. I don't, but whatever. But yeah, I'm glad he performed well.
All right, Ghost, talk to me, baby.
Man, look, like you said, where would we be right now if not for Jameis Winston? Because remember, Jaxson Dart had to go visit the tent. So imagine if a Brandon Allen had to go out there for how long he needed to be out there for. The Malachi Fields touchdown probably would have never happened. For real. And real quick, man, I don't know which Mosley this is because I think, there's two Mosleys. He said that's could have been Winston's touchdown. Just saying. And you're right. He very well might have thrown the touchdown himself, man. So, but man. He's the glue. He's the motivator. and I appreciate him for everything that he does in the building, man. I'm glad that he's here for real, for real. I couldn't stress that enough.
Yeah, man. Jameis, famous Jameis. We appreciate you, young fella. Real quick, man. Let's just get into it. The blind side. 4 sacks allowed on 24 quarterback dropbacks. 29 yards lost. Protection failure. Here's the thing, man. We know Dart was, sacked twice or whatever have you, but when it came to the offensive line, alignments, allotments, or whoever, where everybody got snaps, the first thing that stuck out to me without, the little pieces I saw was what Edie Chosen once said. The first time I got on the phone, he was like, who's so-and-so number? And I was, he said, who's on the left tackle on the second, third team? I was like, J.C. Davis. I seen it. He was leaking. I seen him and Azudu leaking all over the place. But one thing I want to say, man, Evan Neal and them looked okay out there. Against some of those thirds and seconds. They looked okay. Him and Filet. But I'm talking to the brother Edie Chosen from the Bronx and tell me what's happening.
I'm going to be real with you. Outside of J.C. Davis, which he's going to get a pass from me, and I'm going to tell you why. Because he's a rookie. So the speed of the game, the nuances, going against veterans, smart team, Brian Flores coach team. I'm not going to put this on J.C. Davis at all. But I'm going to tell you exactly who I'm putting it on. Light-skinned Jermaine was bugging today. I need y'all to know that. And I wish y'all could watch the first quarter. Light-skinned Jermaine was bugging right in front of us. I'm talking about, not picking up blocks, sidestepping, matadoring. We all like, what's up with Jermaine Aluminum? He's really acting like this is a preseason game and you can't get somebody hurt. My man, as an offensive lineman, you act the same way in preseason as you would in the regular season. Don't nothing change. This is mental reps, warm-ups, and for you to get calloused enough so you can understand what's coming your way. It's time to get back in football shape. Light-skinned Jermaine was sidestepping, moonwalking, and haberdashing. I'm like, what is he doing?
Not the Matador.
What?
Not the Matador. Olay.
Olay.
Yo, I'm telling y'all, man, go back and watch them plays. Y'all know how I get down in the film room. You feel me? And when the all-22 come out, I'm going to circle his thick ass pause and show y'all what's going on. Like, what's up with your little gravy train ass out here, man?
Oh, no.
Bugging out, bro. Word up.
Okay. Other than
I know how we do, man.
Nah, I know, brother. Other than light-skinned Jermaine, though, who else stood out that wasn't pretty much doing their job?
J.C. Davis died today, man.
He died?
He died today, yeah, man. It's Lazarus time for him, man. Somebody got to come over him and resurrect something, man. He died today. You know what I'm saying? Azudu actually had hands and feet on somebody, man. He literally was moving the way he needed to. I didn't see him get crazy. Evan Neal didn't have many snaps like how I would like to, and I'm going to tell you why. Because Brandon Allen robbed 20 players damn near of 4 series of football in the third and fourth quarter. This play alone took away evaluation processes. So it's crazy, brothers. I wish I had more to say, but I wasted my life for the third and fourth quarter of a game today because of Brandon Allen.
Yeah, man. I couldn't even provide a slide for him, man. That's how bad that was. I didn't even want to see his face, bro. And I know this is only the preseason, bro. I shouldn't be feeling this way, but I did. I gotta tell you.
Goddamn, man.
I know that's right. That's
the
terrible. You can't even get a slide, bro.
Yeah, 16.7% team sack rate. How much of that was contributed to the quarterback, and how much of that was the talented offensive line? He chose one before I bring it to the family.
We're gonna break anything down, bro. I give about 10% of that to the offensive line and 6% of that to the quarterback, because the truth of the matter is both dudes tried to dance a little bit today. Of course, young Dart has more dance moves than Winston, And Winston relies on quarterback protection to get the ball down the field because he has the bigger arm. He's the gunslinger. He's the veteran. So he's seen these defenses before. And being a little older in the tooth, we all know Jameis Winston ain't running away from nobody, although we did see him run through somebody last year for a touchdown. But that's not him. You feel me? Two different type of styles of quarterbacks. The lines have to adjust to them both. They did neither with either one of them. And about 6% was on them boys today trying to get themselves out of trouble or not being able to see the open man quick enough and get the ball to him in a high read. So I give 10% to the line, 6% to the quarterbacks. No fucking percent to Braylon Allen. I don't even know his name no more. Stupid ass.
I know. Because
Motherfucker.
Braylon
Hello,
Allen
P.
is a running back.
Yeah, talk to me because this all started on your show. Go out, make sure y'all go tune into the Shakedown Shenanigans because that's what I actually. Who is this guy and why is he here? Because if he is doodle, then why is he here? Remember, we had what I'm saying. What's my man DeVito? You know what I'm saying? My man Tommy DeVito was in the situation. We definitely had, the consummate professional Russell Wilson in the building, right? How do we go from all of that to Brandon Allen?
I know. We're recording the shakes. It's he. What did he say? He knows somebody.
He knows somebody in the building.
It must be Shane.
Yeah.
What the hell is going on, man?
Oh man, I don't know.
Wasn't this dude on the Minnesota Vikings at some point in his life?
I don't even.
Didn't he play for the Vikings at some point in his life?
Yeah, I was even trying not to click on his name.
Yeah, I don't know.
Disrespect, man. And I apologize to the Giants fans. Y'all know I'm way more articulate and intellectual when it comes to breaking down things. But today, it was nothing about articulacy or intellect. It was about disrespect. He is doodle. And there's nothing more than that. Dude.
I'm going to highlight what Coach said here because that also ties into what I can say about the 16.7% rate is for Lele, man. He whiffed on and shout out to Bobby Skinner when I was checking them out earlier during their broadcast. He called it out right there at the play. I was just listening to them call it, and he was like, "Yep, there goes for Lele whiffing on another block." So that was disappointing. And so I got shout out to Coach for that. I agree with you, sir. And and what he said as well. So
yeah, man. So Ghost, man. How you feeling about the situation, man? Is it the offensive line or was it the quarterback?
I think it was a mixture of both for sure. More the offensive line. They need to gel, but at the same time, I'm just kind of questioning certain situations, whether it's like the situation at center, and then you got a Zulu at right tackle, but then he might have played better than Jermaine light-skinned, according to what you were saying earlier, E. So I don't know, man. Enough's enough. Get the shit in order. Get it together. Cut it out with the penalties, especially. And for Lele, I don't know, bro. I don't know what to say about that.
I am going to give y'all a name that y'all might want to hear real quick just to round this thing out. Pause. Your boy, Bo, rocking, bro.
I was just about to ask.
Football, bro.
Yeah, I'm about to say, quiet over there around Bo. Quiet around both side of town.
You know the string his name, right?
Yeah, real
You
quiet.
think they'll play him at center? Because there was some talk about it with the offensive line.
You're gone too far, Ghost. Gone too far. Yeah, but you're gone too far. See what we dealing with?
That's how desperate we getting out there.
I know, but yeah, it's an issue.
Yeah.
If we ain't got that centerpiece right, it's a problem.
It's been that interior. It's been that interior for a minute now, for real.
Yeah.
Because look, we even got Marino, who was a tackle in Miami, and they plugged him in guard. So it's like, they know what time it is. Harbaugh know what time it is, man. That interior offensive line need help. That's why he brought Big Falele, fucking 6 foot, 400-pound ass over here anyways, man. He needs something to block up that interior, man.
And kept Evan. Yep.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. You're right, brother. All right, squad quick hits, man. Yo, Chelsea Golson had low key, quick, nice little day out there, man. Little cleanup. I think he's the forgotten guy because he was injured last year. I think we just forgot about him, man. 2 tackles, 1 tackle for loss, 2 quarterback hits. Repeatedly affected the pocket, man. Was that true? Did he chose one from the Bronx? Was Chauncey out there causing some issues?
Yeah, he had dudes on tilt today, bro, and it was good to see him healthy and rocking the way that he should. You feel me? He was a lost man in our situation. You know what I mean? A lot of people counted him out because of the injuries. We didn't see him. He was big. Somebody talked about when we picked him up. We know what his skill set is. You know what I'm saying? Dallas over here complaining that they lost him. Remember that? Like, oh, y'all got a good one over there. You know, he may not be a starter, but he can come in and give you solid play. And actually, bro, today was a day. I saw exactly what they was talking about. I saw what I saw on film. And I saw what we raved for him a little bit and actually went out and spent a little paper on him and got him, man. He looked a lot quicker. He looked more in shape. He looked like he was knowing what he was doing. He picking up the defense well, and his role in the defense fits him well. I actually thought he was a linebacker, how much he slimmed down.
Yeah, he do look like a linebacker.
All right. What you thought about it, man? LRP? Chauncey was out there acting up.
Good to hear it. First time I'm seeing the stats.
Okay.
And shouts out to Mosley. He said the same thing. You know, this is what I expected from him last season. So he's excited about it as well. But yeah, that's a good sign. A good plus point in that category, in that room. And I do agree with you, Freeze. I think Chauncey Colston was the forgotten man as well. But he's doing well on the Madden team that I got. You know what I'm saying? Put Chauncey in there for a couple of plays. He's gonna make something.
No doubt. Ghost, talk to me, man. How we feeling about Chauncey? They forgot about Chauncey.
Yeah, a little bit, man. And I'm glad he's making some noise, man. You know, we gonna need him because fam, the Futu and who's the other Samoan cat on that defensive tackle?
Tupu?
They gotta go.
Tupu.
Yeah, they were getting on them today.
They gotta go. It was like every other play with a chunk yardage play going on. They were like, yep, Tupu and what's his name? Got swallowed up in the wash. I'm like, oh, no. And that was, Dexter Lawrence being gone, DJ Reader sat out. So now I'm over here thinking to myself, like, okay, this is a much more serious situation. And again, for some reason, the interior pieces of our trenches strugglicious right now. Pause. They just looking crazy bad, down bad. And again, I'm not trying to get crazy. Preseason game 1. We got 2 more preseason games.
Now I'm hearing some concern in your voice about the defensive tackle rotation.
Fam, it was bad. It was bad. I mean, am I wrong, LRP? Am I tripping?
I haven't fully digested it yet. Like I said, don't put me back in the headspace. I was getting over it that they didn't show the shit. When they had it on the screen all week, bro, they had Giants Vikings on the screen all week. Come time for the game, I get Bears and Browns. What the but so yeah, but when my DVR shows that recording is complete, I will go and watch it.
You don't see, man. It's concerning. Hopefully, they get it together. That's all I can say.
The only thing I would say
shout
on
out to
that
Chauncey
is
Golston. Shout out to him for sure.
Yeah, no doubt. Shout out to Chauncey. The only thing I would say on that is that this is fluid, man. I'm pretty sure just like how they signed 10 DBs in a row, they looking all over the place, up and down, long and wide, pause to figure out the DT situation. And I'm pretty sure we're gonna wind up getting some veteran off the back end of somewhere.
Somebody.
I'm pretty sure it's gonna happen.
Shout out to Greg, man. He said it in the chat. DTs was cheeks. Thank you, bro. Thank you, bro. Tremaine Edmonds. Let me tell you something, bro. Tremaine Edmonds and Arvell Reese, for as good as they are, bro, if we don't have somebody in that nose position, pause, doing what they need to do, it's gonna be a headache, bro. It's gonna be a headache. And I don't like headaches.
I don't like headaches either. Me neither, brother. Wild man Jack Kelly, man, at the linebacker, man, showing us he could play in space. 5 tackles. 6th round rookie, diagnosing and getting to the ball, man. See ball, get ball. That's what you want to hear. you want to hear that, you got some 6th-round gems out there, that's going to, play some special teams on the back end of your roster and showing some things at linebacker for you, man. Like Moore South didn't, you know what I'm saying? Let's take a little look here. I think I got a little Jack Kelly going on here.
Carl, yeah.
Bobby traffic jam. There it is again.
Well, this time Claiborne's going to lose some yardage. Jack Kelly got in there.
Jack Kelly stuffing the run on the line of scrimmage, but you heard him say BJT name because BJT was taking on 2 men. He was bending and twisting people too. He's low-key one of the guys that, I know you said that the defensive tackle joint was cheeks, but when a young man was in there, he was doing what he had to do, man. He was occupying what he had to occupy, but he's at the back of the depth chart there.
The back
how
pause, right?
Yeah, how we feeling about Jack Kelly, man? Wild man Jack Kelly out there showing some tenacity and some dynamite.
Yo, if I may, man, I just gotta say, bro, I think we might have found one in the 6th round.
Yeah.
I just got a good feeling about this Jack Kelly kid, man. And they was even talking about him because they were saying that he was doing more of a pass rush situation over there at BYU, but
yeah, Weber State really. And then he went to BYU, yeah.
BYU, right. And then, Carl Banks was also saying, I didn't realize just how good he was in space and coverage. Like, he's really that dude, bro. Like, for some reason,
I didn't think he had anything.
Dude.
Word.
Yeah. It's just, we got to see. Developmental for sure, but I don't know, man. We could be seeing a situation where maybe in Arvell Reese and Jack Kelly, if Trayman Edmonds ends up phasing out for one reason or the next, I think those are the 2 guys for the future, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like 5,
That's
6
the crazy
years
thing
down the
about
line.
Edmonds, man. Remember when he came into the game, he was 19. He's still young, bro.
He is. He is. But he's only here for 4 years as opposed to we drafted Jack Kelly. We drafted Arvell Reese same year. Yeah. One's a 1st rounder, one's a 6, We'll see, though. Let's see how it plays out.
Hence the 4, though. Hence the 4, not a 2 or, But yeah, I get it, though. I get it.
Keep an eye on him for sure, man.
Yeah. Most definite. LRP, man. Wild man Jack Kelly.
Absolutely, man. That's why one of my sons, as we say, you know what I mean? I'm happy for him, man. I don't think he's gonna be back there and back of the depth chart for too long. I think he'll just get into
he already leaped more,
Sal. Exactly, you know what I mean? And so he's definitely going to be involved. Very instinctual player, very good. He moves with his feet. Once his brain makes a decision, his feet moves and he's there. The linebacking core from BYU, his partner in crime, was also good. They did very good. We're just playing the ball. They coached up. They come from a good school of thought, I think. We actually have a history with getting some linebackers from BYU, but their main issue has always been like size because of, they're just not very big. When we had that one guy, I forgot his name, but I was high on him, but he was just too short. But he was an instinctual player, heady guy, as they say. So, shouts out to him, man. Continue it on. Stack them days.
Yeah, man. So Isaiah Likely, as we know, man, you see, that's that wide receiver there. He's supposed to be the tight end, but what's happening for real. Two targets, 2 receptions, 11 yards. Key 3rd down chemistry with Dart, man. I believe we got our brother back. Let's bring him back in. Pause. Let's see.
I was getting up in the elevator, so you know how that go. Those mechanical
situations.
Won't you leave? And I don't want to go.
All right, what the brother saying? Let's read them off real quick. Pause.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Kelly outplayed McFadden today for show. And if he's half the linebacker Brian Kelly was for us for a decade, then I'm happy. Talking about Gary Reasons, looking like Gary Reasons on the goal line.
Oh, yeah.
What year was
that was 86?
Ooh, that was before I was born.
Showing my age.
Just, what I mean? Being for real.
All right, real quick. So, Eddie Chosen One, man, tell us about the Likely situation, man. Like, Is he the one or is he the two?
He the two. That's the only reason why he's not the one. Because that's the only reason he's not the one. Let me tell you something. He looked for that boy, and so did Jameis when it got thick. Pause. When they knew it was a troublesome situation and a play broke down, he became the security blanket easily today. And that's the reason why Harbaugh got him and brought him over here with him, because he knew that kid was going to be exactly what he needed to be today. And shout outs to LRP, because he advocated for this kid to be drafted by us more than anybody in the world. We all know who his kids are. We don't deal with LRP when it comes to quarterbacks because we respect his other judgments around the talent. Scatterbo, likely, Badish, Tyler Biadis, whatever. I can't pronounce his name right now because I haven't said it in years. These are guys that LRP scouted for our team, and look who these guys turned out to be. It's quarterback love. We'll talk about that another time. But right now, right here, that's his son. And that boy is definitely everything that you knew he was going to be, LRP, especially now. The development is there. He has turned into a number one tight end on any team he goes to at this point. Yo, he is the dude, bro. He's the dude. I'm telling y'all that right now. He's the dude.
Yeah, I could do it. Yeah. All right, the brothers. Any, you know, you want to speak on your son, LRP? You want to speak on, you know, what's happening?
Nah, I'm gonna let he dropped the mic.
He said, "Go ahead." You just go ahead and did the Obama. Walked away from the podium.
Yeah, you know what I mean. That was my Luther right there.
Yeah. Dog, you good?
I mean, you know, I feel like we're looking at the Jason Witten for Jaxson Dart right there, as far as I'm concerned. The blanket, you know what I mean? We're like, what's the dude from
Kelsey,
the Peanut Gallery?
Linus, baby. Linus.
Is it Linus? Yeah, with the blanket. Linus. There you go. That's the Linus right there.
Linus. All right. So Jordan Stout also was out there punting. Had a 51.2 yard punt average. He looked good out there, E? He looked as
yes, he did. Especially first of all, it all looks good on the most wonderful day with no wind blowing and no adversity, right?
Yeah.
You get clean kicks, clean looks. You know what I'm saying? It was beautiful today. Today was the most beautiful day for football that I've ever been inside MetLife Stadium. Now, I'm an Elements guy, so I like a little snow, little rain, but on a clear August afternoon where the sun was scorching the seats to the point where people had to act like they was not burning up for a minute. Some jerseys was melting. There was a lot of things going on, but we'll talk about that in the freestyle part of the show. But yeah, today he had the Timberland. It was good to see. He was pinning dudes back. A lot of hang time. A lot of punts wasn't returned for much yardage. So today, shout outs to Stout with the Timberland.
Yeah. And what about Benny Sauls? How you look out there? He was kicking today. Yeah.
I guess. I guess, you know, like I said. Yeah, it was a beautiful day in the neighborhood. He was Mr. Rogers.
Won't you be my neighbor?
You know what I'm saying? He was Mr. Rogers. Show me that when it's on.
Yeah. And then there's this young man here, Darius Alexander. Explain to me how he was acting up and being disrespectful.
Yeah,
the bright spot.
Yeah, listen to me, bro. Remember what was spoken about this young man, and I'm not mad at any cutoffs because the excitement is excitement, and that's what we do on this show. And if you liking what you're hearing, man, like and subscribe to the tribe. Stop playing games. Hit the notification bell and tell a friend to tell a friend, man. The Shakedown 2.0 is back again. Come get your fix for football. The B-Wave Potion is in the building, baby. Let me tell you something. Whatever this young man has been doing, because we advocated for him the most in the world, Freeze. We looked at tape. We watched tape together. We looked at this young man's nuances, his weaknesses, his strengths. So did you, Coach. We talked about this from last year. The only problem with this kid was he got hurt. So Giants fans being as fickle and emotional as we get, because that's me too. Let's be real. That as emotional as we get, we forgot about his physical attributes, his actual talent, and the way that this young man has a high football IQ. He is a better player this season than he was last season in a brand new defensive scheme. Let's get that out there. And he is as advertised. And I cannot wait to see him on the field and him snatch a starting roster spot. And I said it right now. He will have a starting roster spot at some point within this season because he's letting everybody know, I'm putting you on notice. Ain't nothing you could do about it. I'm here to do my job. Do your job. And that's the type of employee you want. Self-starter, self-reliant, and knows how to handle critical thinking. This boy got a bag.
And I love it. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. All right. Darius Alexander the Great had 1 sack, 1 tackle for loss, 1 quarterback hit. Interior disruption that translates. Alexander and Golston combined for 75% of the team's quarterback hit production, 3 out of the 4. His game is confirmation of his camp buzz. Talk to me, LLP, man. How you feeling about this young man? You know, we talked about it. We chopped it up. The senseis are in the building, baby. Even though Andre Patterson was a formidable sensei.
Yeah. I mean, I'm ecstatic again for them putting good film out there, putting good tape out there, showing that he can be next to anybody. And it's just adding to it. Being more of a force, getting in the weight room, pushing people out the way. So by the time you face Miami, you can even do even more. You can double that.
Yes, sir. Ghost. Talk to me, family.
Man, what more can I say other than he was the most the bright spot of the defensive tackles today, man. That's it. It was just a bright spot, man. Getting busy, showing out. You know, who knows, man? Maybe the reason why he's doing so good is because he took a little bit from Dexter Lawrence before, you know, he was on his way out and all that. So let's see, man. Hopefully he like you know, he said he takes that starting spot, which I believe he will. And we're gonna see what else he can accomplish, man, this season. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, man.
Alexander the Great.
I mean, I'll give y'all a little football analytics if you want me to, you know, just to give him the props that he deserves. I don't just want to put it on an overall situation. Let's go into a couple of the technicalities that we missed out on, right? His hand placement today, violent. When I'm talking about shedding, moving, playing the keys, knowing exactly where to have his feet at, but most of all, knowing how to use his athleticism with his weight combined. That's when you know you got a football IQ that's working for you, because he's using leverage against these offensive linemen and using their weight against him. Getting them on 45-degree angle, knowing when to bull rush, knowing when to stop and start again, getting his hand under them position-wise. He was all over that fucking line today, man. And I'm not talking about just coming from one position. I'm talking about horizontally. He was hitting gaps. He was involved. If it was even a tackle his way, a diagnosis like a linebacker, but a movement like a DT. The dude knows football, man. And I'm telling you guys are going to be impressed with not only his technical skill, but his mental aspect. He played free, he played fast, and he flowed today, man.
Yeah, this is the style of defense that definitely fits him. He's a get up the field guy. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, you know, during the camp, you know, he showed, you know, more athleticism than some would give him, you know, more kudos for. And catching interceptions and batting passes with his long arms. There's another one of these kids that DJ Reader was talking up. He said, you know, they don't know what's going on. He said, I don't know what's going on with scouting. How did this kid wind up in Toledo? He's too talented for that. And we kind of could see it flash. And he had a medical, which slowed down, you know, his process. But he's up to speed, man. And it's looking like we got us another one. So Joe Shane, man, they re-signed and extended Joe Shane for a reason, because a lot of these kids look like they're going to pan out somewhere along the line. So kudos to Alexander the Great. All right, man. So stock up, man. Stock up on Malachi Fields, man. Pushing for real legitimate snaps. Do we all agree? Stock up on Mally?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolute to the rule.
Fantasy sleeper. Keep an eye out. Do that out there.
All right. Can we say stock up on Jaxson Dart? in provisional, even though in a dangerous Nagy's offense, even though
Right.
I think that's just him, man. That's him. So it's kind of wild, right? Because you like he ain't no Patrick Mahomes, he ain't Lamar Jackson, but no, he is Jaxson Dart.
Right.
He got his own version of it, bro. He got his own version of that backyard style, Stephen Young kind of, Randall Cunningham, Mike Vick, you know what I'm saying? Run around about, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying?
It's a fact.
Stock up on Jaxson Dart. Did we think he learned? Did he learn something here, or does we need some more reps? Talk to me, you chosen one from the Bronx. You seen
What
it?
happened to him today was Tyrone Tracy, Fort Ghost son. He lives on the first floor at 980 315th Street on 3rd Avenue in the Bronx, New York, 10456. It wasn't his fault. Snitching. That's how you snitch. You give a name, a address, everything. It's Tyrone Tracy Jr. If I go down, everybody else going down with me too.
Lord.
Damn.
I know. I know.
Greg don't like
I step away for a second and just everything just spill out the
man.
table. That's crazy.
I ain't gonna put that on you, Greg.
Yo, that's crazy. All right, stock up on Jaxson Dart, LRP.
Yes, for me, yes.
Yeah, good to go. Ghost, what we got?
Absolutely, man. Despite the whole situations with the exaggerations as far as the blue tent visits, yeah, man, absolutely stock up on him. Yeah, for sure.
No doubt,
Kids are
no
balling.
doubt. All right. What we got? Stock up on Jameis, the crab legs, Winston, the perfect veteran safety net. I believe stock up definitely. Praise the Lord for Jameis Winston. We appreciate you for being here. Thank you, sir. I don't think any of the brothers would disagree.
Greg says stock not up on Dart.
All right, tell us more, Greg.
Says Dart looked not good or bad. Dart was even. And then I told him, I said, Greg don't like Dart. And then he said, I like Dart, but he didn't play well.
He could tell the truth.
Yeah.
Well, what's so crazy about that, Greg? It was the same way last year. And I think Dart is going to go through some of those same growing pains just with better coaching. This is what I truly believe is happening right in front of our eyes. All right. So we just spoke about it. Darius Alexander, I believe we all know the stock is up on both of these gentlemen. Darius Alexander.
And crab
and
legs?
Isaiah
Absolutely. Oh, okay. I thought we jumped over crab legs?
No. We talked about it, but my bad. We kind of went into a comment in between there and probably just skipped you. My bad, family.
Oh, no, I didn't. I was just, crab legs, the stock is where it need to be.
Mm-hmm.
In the barrel. See how I did that?
Yeah, stay away from the Publix.
Shit. No more stealing.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying? No more stealing.
Yeah, no more stealing.
Stay out.
You know what I mean? Stay out of the Publix. All right, stock down on some of the O-line production, man. We saw a lot of leakages. J.C. Davis, I seen it myself before he even started, said his passionate, portion of the situation. Run blocking is a massive situation. The Brandon Allen, I don't even know why he's here. You know what I'm saying? And are we going to carry three quarterbacks? That's another thing. Y'all think we're carrying three quarterbacks after going through stuff like this?
He just ain't going to be the third one. Harbaugh going to go out and get a veteran. He just ain't going to be three.
Yeah,
I don't think it's going to be no three. I think it's going to be two.
Quarterbacks are like cornerbacks. That's just a hard position to fill, man. Hard position to fill.
Because I don't know, man. Somewhere's got to be cut. Because Fedone was out there getting busy. You know what I mean? So like the tight end situation's up in the air. The wide receiver situation been up in the air. The cornerback position's up in the air. Now the running back position, you can argue, is kind of in the air because even Turbo Miller was out there making plays. Singletary, you know what I mean? So it's like, do we really have room to carry three quarterbacks? I don't think so.
When you probably want to carry another player at a premium position, you know what I mean, that you have a premium at, and you heard Joe Shane say a little bit of that during the broadcast. I saw the little clip of that, the way he was talking about they're still looking, and they're talking to teams who are probably at a, a lack of a certain position, but if they're at a surplus, they'll talk to the team, work something out. Excuse me. So I think that's in play. That this is fluid until the true 53, in which even that is fluid in the beginning of the season, barring injury. So, but when it comes to the offensive line, man, stock is down on JC Davis, from my estimation, from E's estimation, because he was there.
Work him out.
He just solidified what I saw. How do y'all brothers feel about the JC Davis experiment thus far, man? And it's not fair for the kid, like E said, because Brian Flores he's doing not something that's abnormal, but it's vanilla defense, but he's blitzing you the whole time.
It just goes to show you, man, like you said, man, Brian Flores, anytime he plays the Giants, he's circling that date, preseason or not, man. He's even if it is vanilla, it's some of the best vanilla you ever had in your life.
That shit, Brian, Haagen-Dazs. You understand?
You know
that shit foreign, bro.
Straight like that.
Yeah, that shit ain't
like
American ice cream, man. You know what I'm saying? That shit is Haagen-Dazs, Blütengladen.
Tillamook, whatever they call it.
Right, that shit is Tillamook.
So it's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, nah, man, like JC Davis, he's a rookie, Auburn. Right, that's where he came. That's where you drafted him from. I forget. What was it from? Not Auburn.
Syracuse.
Illinois.
Illinois.
Yeah, Illinois. Right.
It was one of them.
Yeah, nah, fam. We got too many bodies. Pause. There's not enough room for errors where I'm getting at. You can't be fucking up like this. Like you just can't. There's too. The train's moving and there's but so many seats on this motherfucker. You can't be doing this. Rookie or not.
That dudes like Brian Flores wait for. That's what people don't realize. He wait for shit like this. Like, listen to me, bro. It's a reason why we as the Giant fans heralded this dude and wanted him more than Brian Dable. All of us on this panel wanted Brian Flores more than Brian Dable because we know what he's about. Please don't forget, this dude has coached a top 10 defense the last 3 years of his career in Minnesota. We never saw a defense like the Minnesota Vikings has had to go with an offense until Flores got there.
Yeah, he went mad powerful. He said, "This is what Brooklyn do." Want to put a knife gun for you. Yo, that's exactly what started happening to Brandon Allen, man.
Yo, I'm trying to tell y'all, if Brian Flores lives for this shit, he don't care if it's third quarter, fourth quarter, fifth quarter. He don't care about that shit. I'm going to try to hurt you until you can show me I can. Y'all remember when we went in there with Daniel Jones with that offensive line, what the fuck he did to us? He had dudes called Van Winkle out here bugging.
Yeah, he's still bugging.
Van Winkle ate off of Daniel Jones's corpse.
Tell y'all, because he put the press on him.
Yeah.
His offense is mirage. That's what I call his offense. His defense is called mirage to me. It makes you think you have an opening and you don't see it. You saw what Brandon Allen did? He thought Odell Beckham was open because he was. But Brian Flores said, sit right there and pop the fuck up gopher style and go the other way with that thing. And that's exactly what he did. Brandon Allen looked at OBJ and was like, yeah. The linebacker safety, I don't know who the fuck it was like, no. And ran right to me. He ran right to E.
Like Greg said, man, Brandon Allen owes us a refund.
He owes us a refund, bro. He literally just, we supposed to win that game, bro. If we had anybody else, I guarantee you we win that game, bro.
And Harbaugh
would have used their legs. They would have did anything, man.
Can I just say this for 30 seconds?
Hold on. Saxophones?
Yeah, saxophone time. I got to say this.
Yeah, get him, Ghost.
Hold on. While I look for the saxophone, shout out to School, man. She in the chat.
School.
My partner in crime, my sister that I love, and I'm so happy that you made it home, baby. I love you.
All right. She said, I had a great time with the fan pulling up. The game was dope to see the young kids, even though we lost. Still feels we great. We in the right direction. Right. I hear you. Influence from Brooklyn. Shout out to Greg again. Yeah, he called it, man. Right. I think, right? He Brooklyn.
Yeah,
right?
bro. He ain't letting
Brooklyn,
shit
man. That's what
slide.
Brooklyn do, bro.
Right.
I'm telling you, that's what
Right.
Brooklyn
He
do.
This saxophone session is for John fucking Harbaugh. You are a sucker. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you knew once Brandon Allen was dying, you could have saved the ship. But you wanted to make sure that when you remove his punk ass, you got every right reason for it. You sabotaged that dude, bro. And I love you for it, coach. Get him the fuck out of here.
So is he really a sucker then? Like, what you mean?
Yeah, he a reverse sucker. He the sucker that we respect, that we love, that we be like, I then JH. We don't even call him his name when we walk by him. We be like, yo, what's up, E? I be like, yo, JH, I see what you did. Close my door.
It was one of those nice suckers. Like, yo, you a sucker.
Yeah, bro.
You
You a sucker for that, man. Like he could have easily said, you know what, Brandon, you ain't got it at all. Jameis, let's go.
Yeah, like they just motherfuckers
Easily,
that
bro.
both of you a
I
Swiss
feel like
roll.
he should have took Old Boy out the game after the first interception, let alone he had 2 interceptions on the day.
Yeah, but
Man,
that's
get
his.
him the
That's
fuck
nice.
out.
That see, hold on. That's nice like this. I wish raindrops would fall because it's you. He's going to play it out. It's his game to play it out, right?
Can you get right?
Right.
No, I can't.
Cut him. You got to cut it, bro. I cut. But I know. I know. We got to play it out because we got a couple more games to go. But damn, Gina.
Nah, man.
This is crazy.
Nah, he need to wear a golf shirt, bro.
No.
He need to wear a golf shirt after that shit.
Yo, listen to me, bro. He had fans in an uproar. And let me tell you why. Because the new regime, because we just watched Dart get hurt and come back into the game and throw that off-scripted touchdown, because we just watched Jameis Winston go 8 for 9 and pick apart a defense to get them there so Dart could make that play. And then you get in the game and you Suicide Squad?
Yo, I saw I did see that. He just threw one. Just threw it.
Right.
Like, man, this shit. I was like, what
That's
the
crazy, bro.
Scoop said in the chat, DeVito would have scored those drives for us.
He would have sliced him up, bro. DeVito would have sliced him up.
Talk about it.
Bang, bang.
That's a fact, because
One
he actually did. DeVito scored a touchdown opening day.
See what I'm saying? And that makes it worse.
For the Pats?
And that makes it worse.
Yeah,
like,
for the Patriots,
go on,
yeah.
Go on there, bud, and show
boy
me what you
didn't
can do. That's terrible. I hate you, man. I hate you, Greg. That's just
He's rubbing his hands like Birdman.
like Birdman.
Yep. And so, outside of, Brandon Allen just dying directly on the field.
Yeah.
We have a massive run blocking issue, as Ghost was saying earlier. He said that before we even started the show, man. He was like, yo, what the is going on, man? You know what I mean? 4.6 in the clip. You know what I mean? Versus our 2.7 after Scat left. So, yeah, we got to fix it, man. And I think Joe Shane knows that. He's on the phone trying to call up, dial up, and figure out what big body he can get in there to plug it up so we can get these linebackers to attack. But it is a glaring issue. So outside of DJ Reader and Shelby Harris, there is a thinner. I don't know if you ever seen
We
that.
lost Shelby Harris for the year, right?
Thinner. Motherfuckers in there getting slim, huh?
Yeah, that shit was
Didn't we
way
lose Shelby
crazy.
Harris for the year? His injury?
Roy Robertson Harris?
Roy Robertson Harrison. That's because, man, we got so many dudes with 3 names. I be getting confused, bro.
Yeah, no, I think he's on IR. So they thought he would have been able to come back early, but so he's on IR, so we could see him, later on. Depending
Will
on
he be there?
unless they cut him. I don't know.
Will he be there? Will he be there?
I don't know. That's a big mofo. So
okay. So let's talk about who was there. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's talk about who was there.
Yeah. Lockheed Fontu?
Right. And
He was
Tutu
around.
got to go.
Yeah,
Got
he
to
was
go.
he was around today.
And
His hair was
BJT.
around.
What that mean?
That mean that you can't even see his goddamn name. You know what I'm saying?
He had the locks out.
Yeah,
That's
bro.
what
Like the hair was over the jersey. You know what I'm saying? I had to ask
Yeah.
Scoob who that is. Scoob called him Latte, I think. I don't know what was going on today, but he was around, bro. He was out there like a breastfed child running wild. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, he was off the nipple today, bro. Looking to drink. He was off the nipple today, bro. I'm telling you.
What you telling me?
What does that look like?
We know what that look like. If you ever had a child that ever breastfed, straight up,
Yeah,
the nipple.
he's just eyes wide open, just looking for titty. Just he was. In his case, contact. Titty was contact in his case. You understand? Just out there looking for titty, who hitting people for nothing.
Okay, that was low key.
Yeah, and I had to ask Scoob. I said, "Yo, who number is that again?" You know, Scoob is the informationalist. Look that up. Oh, that's a latte.
Latte.
I said, to whatever his name is, to whatever his name. I said, oh, okay, cool. He out there though. Now let's talk about the other dude with 3 names. Man,
Bobby, Jameson, Travis,
man,
BJT.
yo.
The run, boy.
I'm telling y'all something right now. When we watch this all 22, somebody playing themselves trying to call me.
But yeah, man. So as the brother E comes back, Anquan Barnes Jr. was out there as well on the 3rd team.
Okay.
And Marlon Davidson. So I guess those are some of the young men that you may be complaining about on the back end. Outside of Tupu and Laki Fatu.
Y'all heard me?
Nah, go ahead, brother.
Okay, I don't want to cut nobody off. Somebody was trying to call me just now, knowing they playing themselves. Yo,
Disrespectfully.
the man with the 3 names, bro, from Auburn.
Bobby, Jameson, Travis.
Let's talk about BJT.
Mm-hmm.
I want you guys to watch the All 22 film with me. And Greg, I don't know how much of a football film watcher you are, but I can tell you obviously have the analytical mind. Coach, I don't got to invite you because you already know that's our thing. But I would like for all of us, right, to sit together and watch the All 22 at the goal line stance today before they called them bullshit pass interferences on us and allowed that man to move forward. Allowed that team to move forward. This kid can anchor. This kid commands a double team. This kid is Herculean strong, bro. I'm telling y'all, we watched it today in front of us. We watched this happen in front of us today. And I said, yo, Scoob, look at this kid's strength. Mello said, yo, E, you ain't never lied. This kid is strong. He's powered. He's anchored. His hand placement is already there. He's raw strength. And he has technique. I cannot wait for y'all to watch that All 22 with me so y'all can see this kid immovable today. That kid, yo, they couldn't do nothing with him. They ran away from him at the goal line. If we had a better set of DEs, we would have had a safety today. They couldn't run up the middle. He plugged everything where it needed to be. And he let it be known. Don't put no motherfucking threes. Yo, don't put no threes in front of me no more.
Yeah, because, you know, the backup linebackers was who?
Orgy?
Yeah, Orgy was one of them.
Orgy?
And, what's old boy with the 3 names?
Your man, Muasau. He got down today.
Barnes, Morsal.
Hard working Muasau.
Yeah, and Orgy. Orgy. Yeah, I saw Caleb Murphy was out there. He helped on the goal line on that stop, on one of the stops. He stood somebody up like, yeah.
Yeah, that kid, yo, man. I'm telling y'all, when we watched that All 22.
Was out there getting at them, LRP. Trace Ford was getting at them. He was almost. Trace Ford was out there. I seen him. applying
So,
pressure.
yeah, who else was getting down today? Oh, that black. He was on that know your clap. He was everywhere
been
too.
around
Hold
for
on,
a
tell me
minute
about
for a
that penalty,
reason.
man. Because from that, I thought I don't know. I thought he had to get shoulder or something like that.
Nah,
Was
man,
it-
that shit
it
was
legitimate?
bullshit. The refs was on some bullshit today. I think, if I'm not mistaken, we had 6 pass interference penalties, if I'm not mistaken, from the count. Yo, I'm talking about taking people out of it, taking the crowd out of it, especially that bullshit one on Deontay Banks. Then they threw another one where the ball wasn't even catchable. The motherfucker floated the ball out of bounds by the right pylon. It happened right in front of us. The ball wasn't even catchable. The shit hit the white broad stripes on the Giants field. And they called a pass interference on that. We like, yo, what is this ref seeing? He was old as shit too. Slow as hell, cataract having. I said, yo, this shit ain't right.
Yo,
Shout
family,
outs to you never reffing again.
the messed up part about it, man, is that we kind of were even in our mess ups, and in one of the first operations of football outside of getting to the season, which is the preseason, right? So
Right.
when I look at the third down conversions, what I'm saying, they had 4 out of 12. We had 5 out of 13. What I'm saying, the penalties, as I said earlier, they had 7 for 49 yards. We had 7 for 45. It's just we had Brandon Allen, bro. We was about to whoop that ass. I gotta be honest with you, because we was booting shit out the ground. I think on that calm day we would have been able to kick it out the wind. You know what I'm saying? I mean, pardon me, out of the stadium. And I think at this point in time, man, why is this dude here, man? I just don't like. I don't like this type of stuff, man, because I like momentum, man. I like, even though these are meaningless exhibition games, and we just evaluating the talent. Come on, man. You want these guys to feel like they work mattered, man. And this guy over here just throwing away the fucking game? Like, nah, bro. You got to, come on, bring somebody else in there, bro. You can't have that. That's terrible. He looked horrible. You know what I mean? Didn't want to use his legs, do nothing, man. He just looked horrible, bro. From every little piece I saw of Brandon Allen. And I don't want to never see that again. But
no more.
I digress. It's just preseason. It's just preseason.
Yo, he wasn't. Yo,
Calm down,
how we
it's just
use.
preseason.
You know how we use phrases like, yo, you know what I'm saying? He was standing on business. Like, we mean when we talk like that. Yo, he was not standing on business today, bro. He was standing on crates. He took the crate challenge and fucked that up the second crate he got on. Y'all didn't really, you know what? Watch when we hit that all 22 film and y'all gonna be like, damn, Brent. Yo, he was frames behind the offense. OBJ already beat the press man coverage, ran across the field, and was waiting for him with the rock symbol. And he thought, there you go.
Let's get into that real quick, man. Just two frames I have here of Odell Beckham looking like I'm open, coach.
That's a walk-in right there, man.
I don't know what type of blitz that was or what type of pressure, because I couldn't see the backfield on that one, but let's just look at it one more time. The ball ain't coming out. Everybody looking in the backfield, so it looked like somebody was getting sacked or something was happening. But the second one, this is the one that was most impressive to me because he ran by the corner.
To get the interception, but we've been talking about Odell Beckham Jr.
Yeah,
That looks quick and fast.
looks quick and
He ran right by that boy.
That shit is making me
and
mad.
I guarantee you that kid is probably 10 years his senior.
Don't worry, he's gonna make the team, bro. He gonna make the team, man. Ain't no way the coaching staff ain't gonna not see what we see. There's no way.
Yo, I wish we would have got the tape on the first Brandon Allen interception. You would have saw Odell beat press man coverage and come across with a crosser. The only reason why he stopped was to get in Brandon Allen's sights to help it make it easier for him. You feel me? We call that the equivalent as a wide receiver as a comeback route just to help him out. Even though he didn't leave the pocket, he put himself in his frame so he could either look him off and look off a defender and then just get back to him. That's when the quarterback is supposed to make the quick decision to look at somebody who's not open, make the defense read your shoulders and eyes, and then you turn your body and sling that shit right to the open man, give him a chance to make a move because the defense is not up on him yet, and then he's heads up the field. I'm telling y'all, when we get this film footage, y'all gonna be like, I cannot believe this dude did a fucking crate challenge in MetLife Stadium today.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Bum
man.
stiggity.
Yo,
Bum stiggity bum, hun.
The bum.
Rumpa bum.
heroin.
Yeah.
Bum, bum.
Yeah, the rumpa bum bum. Yo.
Right.
The good thing is we did see that Odell is look, and I remember I think it was Mosley that said, when I was saying, the other day that I'm just glad Odell came healthy in camp, and Mosley said, yo, that shouldn't be the bar. Right? And he's right. For any other player, that should not be the bar. But for this particular player, this is the bar. Because his whole thing was him being injured. It wasn't his skill set. You know what I'm saying? So with him being injured, throughout, the latter part of his career, for him to look like this right now, man, I don't know whatever type of plus or checks or bonuses you need other than playing around with a special teams joint at the end of the roster. And I sacrifice Art Green for Odell.
I hear you. I second that. Shit, I'll sacrifice a moose south.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
First of all, it's a whole bunch of sacrificial lambs that we could go across the board. Brandon Allen, Moore Art Green, Evan Neal. Take your man JC Davis. I understand he's a rookie, but he could go.
Shout out to Greg. OBJ looking like the third best wide receiver on the roster. To me, I hear you, Greg. That's what it's looking like.
There's no lies detected in that.
Yeah, I mean,
Austin and Mooney even play?
I think they was out there, right?
Question.
Yo, first of all, they was getting cardio. They was getting cardio. They was getting cardio because Brian Flores got some shit for that too. If you're not a wide receiver that knows how to run routes against a Brian Flores defense, he is going to trap you, stick you, and make you think that you have an open spot in a gap, and he's going to smother that shit up easily in zone coverage. So when Mooney and Austin was trotting and jogging, he was somebody right there to be like, please catch this pass so I can murder you right now.
Yeah, man. Wow.
Shout out to Flores, man. Jesus.
I'm going to tell you who is going to definitely
He put some good tape up there so they can learn from, man, and that's what this is all about. Like live walkthrough.
I'm going to tell y'all who is going to be on this team.
Hit somebody.
And that let me know today. He got quicks. He knows how to catch the rock. He is sure-handed. And he is a special teamer. Motherfucking Braxton Berrios. He will be on this team. And don't talk about him no more.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell me also about Dalen Cambry, because I heard he stood out too.
Listen, he was definitely open. When we get to that all-22, if Brandon Allen would have threw the ball in front of him, he would have had a dope catch in double coverage. He underthrew him, so all the cornerback had to do was get his head around, and the ball was right there for him. He had him wide open. If he'd have threw the ball quicker, right, he would have had, it would have been possibly a touchdown, or they would have tracked him down after a 30 to 40-yard gain from behind, folks.
Yeah, I something about that kid right there. He got some unicorn on him.
Yeah, you know what it is? He's a hungry kid. He's a hungry kid, and you can tell when you got a chip on your shoulder, when you don't care about nobody, when you out here to letting it be known. I play football too. I understand y'all got contracts.
He's always doing his job, man. How about that?
That's him. That's him. Is he gonna make the team? I'm sorry, but he will audition for somebody else.
Type of situation or whatever, but.
I don't want to pigeonhole him like that, man. Let him live.
I can see him getting elevation show. All right, boom. For Donate, what's up?
Nothing.
Dang.
Nothing. That's it. There's nothing to talk about.
Thomas for Donate.
Fuck he do.
He ain't make a catch? He ain't make a play?
Sat in the mist. You know they got the mist machine on the side.
Wow.
Come on, Thomas. You could do it. Thomas the Train. I don't know, between, this situation with him and, the guy you keep calling a WNBA player, it's just sad to me. It just saddens me, man.
We definitely ain't having 3 quarterbacks. Ain't no way, bro. See what I'm saying, though?
Yeah.
Talking about Berrios, OBJ. Malachi.
Malachi.
Man. No, man.
Yeah. And then Darius creeps in. You know what I'm saying? Darius is going to be the consummate professional, and he's going to creep in there. Pause. You know what I mean? And just do his job until. Now, I don't think he's hardworking. He got the money. He can't be hardworking. He got the money. He got the bag. So it's a situation where he's going to do his job until it's a critical moment, and then he's going to break our hearts. 4 chambers. You know what I'm saying? He's going to break them. You know what I'm saying? That seems like his historical, arc. But, we shall see. Only time can tell. Hopefully he rights every wrong. Hopefully new senseis, coaches, as we say, will be able to, coach up some of that nervousness or concentration drops. But
your man ain't do nothing either. Let's talk about Xavier Gibson.
Yeah, he's probably one of the first guys to get cut.
And you know who cut him, right? Brandon Allen.
Damn.
The moment I see my pink slip, the moment I see my pink slip from the Giants, I bust Brandon Allen fucking piñata. I'm telling y'all now.
At least
yo,
flatten his tire
I'm
on the
telling
way
you,
out.
bro, he fucking charisma. I'm telling you, all the shit that everybody was supposed to try to show, he took that from them today, bro. Well, how that little dude say all the time, I stole that shit. That's what I do. He stole that shit.
Daniel Garcia?
Yeah, he stole that shit today. That's what he do.
I don't call him that other thing. Those numbers. His name is Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, he stole that shit, Freeze. That's what Brandon Allen did.
Yep. It is what it is, man. But preseason game, man. The first one is in the books. And we learned a lot of things, man. Learned a lot of things about the team, a Harbaugh-led team. You know what I'm saying? They played like I thought they would play. Pretty tough, rough. But it just showed that we didn't have enough at the end of the, back into our roster. Still need some adjusting. And especially in the trenches, when it comes to offensive, defensive line. And some of the, we still trying to figure out a lot of things at quarterback, man. Real quick, either chosen one. How did Colton Hood look out there, man?
He had a bad penalty, but we didn't want to really blame him for it. It was one of those tic-tac bullshit natty, you know what I mean? Tic-tac natty whack. Give a cornerback a bone type shit. It was. Let me tell you something. This kid is active, by the way. Let's just talk about that, right? He is active. Active means he's all over the field and in places that you didn't think he was supposed to be on the field. You're like, yo, wait a minute. Who was that? Oh, okay. Which is a good thing, right? He has to slow himself down. That's his problem. Owen Hood doesn't have a problem with talent. He doesn't have a problem with his technique. He doesn't have a problem with being too handsy. He just has to slow himself down. He's so anxious to play football that it does mess with the intelligence of when these veteran wide receivers who may not be better than him, but they know the nuances of the game. The certain little grabs, the certain little pulls, the certain little things he'll learn when he becomes a veteran cornerback and also understands the speed of the game. He's just very anxious. And for a cornerback, that's bad because a wide receiver that knows he's anxious, has great technique and route running abilities, will use his strengths against him. So he just has to slow himself down, trust the process, and fall into an ebb and flow. That's it. It's all that kid has to do.
Yeah, although I think that the kid is a dog and he's a react to a degree. I think it's rhythm. He's trying to get the rhythm of it. I saw him talking to Jaxson Dart on the sideline, trying to ask him what he think the offense was doing. That's why I was trying to read the lips. Pause. You know what I'm saying? To my best, interpretation of that. But he was pointing things out to him. But I think, when the kids are hungry like Fields, like every time I hear them talk about this class, all of the kids they're talking about are saying, this is the first thing they say, well, they're hungry. They want to learn. They're always asking. They're inquisitive. They want asking questions, always following you around like a puppy. That type of stuff. That's the quality I like in all players. Then comes your talent, right? Because you're going to be able to do what you do from what God gave you, but as long as you know how to play the actual game and do your assignment, do your job, you're good to go, young man, with me. And that's what I'm loving from this class, and that's what I'm loving exactly from Colton Hood, Arvell, and the rest of them, man. And I just want to, just continue to watch the young man
it'll come
grow.
to him, Breeze and Ghost. It'll come to him. I'm telling you, yo.
Grow.
A guy like, where Colton Hood is going to learn from, and praise the Lord for a guy like this, right? Again, see, he just does more than his job offensively, but he allows guys like a Colton Hood to develop. If I was Colton Hood, I would come to Coach Harbaugh and say, Coach, I know this might sound a little crazy, but every time Odell Beckham steps on the field, I want to play defense against him. That's how you learn.
Until Malik get here.
Yeah, but that's who I would learn from. I would say, I need a guy just like that, who's a veteran, that can catch the ball, high-pointed, plays bigger than himself, frame-wise, but his route running ability is bar none some of the still most superb, and that will help me learn these routes and nuances and mirroring and using the boundary and helping myself out when I'm on an island one-on-one. If he can learn how to at least play that type of defense versus Odell Beckham every day in and day out, it will allow this kid to develop better than anything in the world. Trust me when I tell you that.
Yes, sir. All right, man. I think we did it, man. I don't think we need to hold the family any while longer. You're the chosen one, man. I'm going to let you do your closing statement first, man. Take us to the crib because you were there, boots on the ground, saw the situation, and, give us some education, brother. Take us to the crib.
Yo, it was a wonderful day for football, man. Anybody who ever played this sport, anybody who ever loves this sport, and anybody who ever been around this sport since a kid, whether recreational or on the collegiate level or in the highest level of things, you know what I mean? Today was a wonderful, wonderful day for football. And we saw some good football. We saw some things that we liked. We saw some things we didn't like. But it's the preseason. It's nothing to get too crazy and over-analytical about. The only standout fuck-up today was Brandon Allen, and that's just what it was. He does not need to be on this team. We need to search for a third-string quarterback yesterday or 12-01 tonight. You know what I'm saying? Whatever we need to do. I don't want it to turn tomorrow with him on our roster. But it will happen because I'm not the person that makes these decisions. As far as the offense goes, I'm not impressed by what I saw, but I'm okay with it because I understand it's not seasoned plays that are being called. It's vanilla. Today was not Breyers, not Haagen-Dazs, and not Frugenglaschen. It was that shit from the icy lady in the projects that you go and give her $1 and she scraped that shit off the ice and you get all that sugary ass sweetened juice on top of it. You feel me? It's called a Coca-Cola. That's what we do. You know what I'm saying? Today was a Coca-Cola offense, and that's it. And it's cool. I get it. But defensively, I saw some things. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Let me get a rainbow, mommy. You know what I'm saying? We saw what it was, and that's what it is. Look at Ghost going crazy back there. But the defense definitely was as advertised. You know what I'm saying? Very minimum reps for the starters, you know what I'm saying? But the guys that did get the reps that we wanted to see, that we needed to see, we saw some things, man. And the guys that we wanted to see, that we thought we was going to see, showed us nothing. And you know who you were. And I hope you're not on this team either by 12:01 a.m., but I don't make the calls. You feel me? Special teams was mediocre. They didn't do anything too wrong, and they didn't do anything great, But it was not bad at all. It was not something I could complain about. Outside of that, I look forward to seeing what happens with these joint practices with Miami. But most of all, I look forward to the regular season starting because I know there's going to be a switch that's turned on where plays are called, the defense is actually implemented, and we'll have the players that are literally going to be on the field, such as an Andrew Thomas. And I know JMS will be there. I don't think this situation will stop him from being there game one starting. And Jermaine Illuminor, today was the most light-skinned fucking day I've ever seen you act like you was actually light-skinned. Today he was light-skinned. And I was very, very shocked at that. I mean, we sat down and was like, yo, peace. Yo, bro. Houdini, just like
today he was really acting like he was from the UK.
Yeah, bro.
That.
I'm like, yo, what's up?
For the UK, because I know y'all get grimy too, but you acting kind of kind. We
Yeah,
need that
bro. He
grit.
was
You know, we
he
need that
was
grit.
really light skinned with freckles today,
Come
bro.
on, man.
I'm like, yo, this is different. I ain't never see light skinned Jermaine act like that. You feel me? Come on, man. I don't know if he wasn't trying to get hurt. I don't know if he was just feeling like, you know what? I just want to get up out of here today. I want to Cocolo. I don't know what was going on with him, B. Give me a rainbow, mommy. I don't know what was happening with this dude, man. But that's my closing, man. First of all, shout outs to everybody who gave us the most important thing in the world today, and that's your time. Jesus is Lord. Thank you, Lord, for the safe passages of my brothers and sisters today, getting home from driving all the way up from their respective places of where they live. And thank you for allowing me to get home safe and being able to be here with my brothers from other mothers of different colors. In the chat, shout outs to all you guys. Salute that all 22 film review will be coming up, and all is welcome. You're all welcome. Be the chosen one, HBO. Y'all know what time it is. I'm out.
Yeah. He the chosen one from the Bronx. Ghost Dog, talk to me, family. Take us to the
You know what it is, man. You know what it is. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe for the tribe. That being the case, man, lots of lows, but plenty of highs. On to the next one. Let's see what happens with the joint practice with Miami. I expect good things, man. I expect us to build on the good. Let's correct the bad. And Harbaugh we trust. Simple as that.
Most definite, most definite.
Man, the Big Blue Revolution will be televised. Yes, sir.
Ghost Dog. All right, man. We appreciate everybody, man, for spending the most valuable thing in the world with us, man, which is your time. Like Edie Chosen One said, man, is 10:21 p.m. We usually go kind of later on a Saturday pause, man. But some people just got paid Johnny Kemp, man, on Friday. You know what I mean? Go spend that on the Saturday, man. But either way, enjoy your people, man. As far as the for us, man, we're gonna continue to cover the New York Football Giants. Make sure you like and subscribe, join the tribe. Run up and sub up. Excuse me. Like it, subscribe, join the tribe. Run up and sub up. Hit that like and that hype button, man. We're here for the family, man. We're here for the family. What I would say is definitely we learned a lot of things, and the first thing I say we learned is that we need to make sure that we back up our quarterback room and in all facets, because we can't have nothing like this on here, man. I'm just not used to this from going from at least like I said earlier, Tommy DeVito, Russell Wilson to Brandon Allen. It's just disheartening. We could have won this game. I think we were the better team, actually, outside of the quarterback room. Be honest with you, even with all of the flaws that, some of the DBs show, I know Eddie Chosen One said a lot of those penalties were not on the DBs, but sometimes, you just got to have cleaner reps. You just got to have cleaner reps, baby. You know what I mean? Well, when it look clean, sometimes it's hard for them to, for the zebras to, call that thing or throw the laundry on the field. So what I would say, as far as our, defensive tackle depth, it's evolution, man. It's evolving. It's a door that's, going to go, in and out process to where, do that thing until you get it right. We still, this is still life after Dexter Lawrence with that. So I think DJ Reader is definitely going to be a situation where, he's going to be more than enough, what I'm saying, barring injury, when he's in there repping it out. But we definitely need some depth behind that position, and definitely, what I'm saying, on the tackle position too, because it can't only be Bo. And I think that's what they were trying to do. They were trying to put J.C. Davis and Zudu out there to see what they got in the building, to see if they even need to, bring in some more depth on for a tackle situation, versus having a bunch of guys that could just probably play guard. So, we got a lot of, work to do, what I'm saying, as a family, Greg said earlier. So I think ultimately this is what it's about. Evaluation, baby. This is about, evaluating individuals, them putting tape out there, so it could be evaluated for our team and others. That's why everything is always vanilla. So you won't, know too much, versus being here with us versus going somewhere else. So I think at the end of the day, what I'm saying, Harbaugh team, I like the way it looked. Man. outside of some of the penalties, man. We'll clean it up. We'll clean it up because if not, what I'm saying, I saw they was doing push-ups on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know what they're doing on the offensive side, so I'm pretty sure there's going to be some repercussions for everybody not doing their assignments properly when they come and assess the tape their way. And I like the way this thing is being built, man. You know what I'm saying? This is it's a good thing, man. I think we're going into an era of good football finally. And hopefully, they prove us right. Because I think a lot of the brothers up here, you know what I'm saying, echo that sentiment. But make sure you hydrate, man. You know what I'm saying? Communicate with the family. Wash your hands and stop touching shit, man. It's Black Friday, and I'm the fuck up out of here, man. Yo, Ghost, take us to the crib, baby.
You talking about the outro or you talking about just the regular joint?
The outro, man. Say the outro, bro. You got it?
Give me some time. E, you got it?
Yeah, take it to the crib. It's all good, baby.
As I always like to say around this time, I damn sure don't expect you to agree with me, but I damn sure expect you to understand. Understand? So don't get shook up as we keep shit live. It's the New York Giants on that drive for 5. Take us away, Ghost Dog.
Yes, sir. You just been shook up by the shakedown. We the fuck up out of here.
Fuck up out of here.
Peace.
Peace.
Peace.